New from K-Tel Records, 22 explosive hits.
Hey everybody, it's me, Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie. On this episode of CD Junkie, I'm going to be talking about a band called Vanilla. Now, if you've never heard of the band Vanilla, please pay attention, because I'm hoping that by the end of this video that you're going to want to check them out. In fact, at the end of this video, I'm going to feature a medley featuring tracks from their 5 albums that they've released on CD so far, plus 2 songs from their forthcoming release, which is already available digitally, but I'll tell you about that in just a few moments. But I like to start these videos out by talking about how I got into the band. And I basically got into Vanilla through the side door in 1994. Now, they haven't been around that long, but in 1994, I heard the first album by a band called Liars Club. And, you know, this is when grunge was popular, and all the bands turned their amps to 11, and it was just noise and distortion, and a lot of times those loud guitars hid great melodies. Well, Liars Club was a band that existed to write great pop tunes. Jason Jarman, Scott McPherson, Kevin X. Thompson, they were basically the creative forces behind Liars Club. So once I heard this album, by the way, the song Girl from Heaven on this album is like less than a minute long, and it's better than most songs that came out in the 90s. It's just this great, wonderful piano tune. Anyway, this album came out in 94, so I went backwards and I bought the albums Head Full of Stars and Evolution number 9. But that was kind of it for them. There was a cassette only release that had come out in 89, but you know, it's never come out on CD, and I've never heard it because, you know, I really never bought cassettes. Just to let you know that in amongst the Vanilla albums that I'm talking about, I will tell you that there was a 4th and final Liars Club album that was released in 2013. This actually features members of Vanilla and Liars Club, and it's a really fine album. So if you're going to get the catalog, get this. But the first Vanilla album came out in 2006. The 2 main creative forces are Jason Jarman and Sean Gaffney. This album, it was one of those things where I thought, okay, yeah, I really like Jason's stuff with Liars Club. When I started listening to Vanilla and all the albums I'm going to talk about here, I was having those holy shit moments. Now, I consider holy shit moments those things where you hear a chord change or a chorus comes out of nowhere with these great harmonies and all these great hooks. And I'm like, holy shit, that's awesome. So that's what I call a holy shit moment. And Vanilla has given me many of those over the years. Now, this actually was when Scott McPherson from Liars Club was in the band as well. So you had Jason Jarman, Sean Gaffney, Scott McPherson, and you had a drummer by the name of Dana Sims. And this is an incredibly great album, very quirky, kind of power pop. It's kind of like power pop meets the more floral side of XTC, meets great 60s pop, super creative arrangements. I think one of the things that people forget is you don't have to speed to the chorus. You know, you can take scenic routes and excite the listener with the verses and the middle eights, and then hit them with the chorus, those holy shit moments. And the guys in Vanilla knew what they were doing in creating a great pop album. This came out in 2006. Scott McPherson left the band, and he was involved with like Pop 4 and McPherson Grant, so you should definitely check those out. Vanilla returned with Vanilla 2.0 and another great collection, in fact even better than the first album. With Jason and Sean, Vanilla had just a great team and just creating all this wonderful, fabulous music. Some people may think like, oh, Vanilla, that's such a vanilla band name. But here's the thing about Vanilla. When people come and ask me and they say, what's your favorite ice cream? I always say vanilla, because it's true. You know why? You can add something to vanilla and change its flavor. You can add strawberries and mix it around and it becomes strawberry ice cream. You can add chocolate syrup. It becomes chocolate ice cream. You can add peanut butter, and so on and so on and so on. Vanilla ice cream is really the core of all the other ice creams. I mean, if you added strawberry to chocolate, it's going to be, that's okay. And that's why I love this band being called Vanilla, because the core of it is just great pop music, and they keep adding stuff to it. It's still vanilla, but they add so many musical flavors on top of that core sound, and it creates something new and exciting. That's what I love about them. But here is the next album. Here it's called Mystic Knights of Tacoma. Came out in 2018. Love the artwork. Of course, me being a comic book fan. And this is a great album. Oh my, this was more holy shit moments. And as you can see, they do a cover version of Ichiku Park, the Small Faces song there. It's completely different, and it's going to be up to you whether you like this new arrangement or not. But the Mystic Knights of Tacoma, fantastic album. Then in 2020, they came out with the album Limerence. Again, a bunch of new holy shit moments. I mean, these guys were expanding their sound. They're clever with their songwriting. Their songwriting goes deep. They know how to write a pop song. They know how to arrange a pop song. And they know how to present it in many different ways. And Limerence was another masterpiece, in my opinion. Just a great, great pop record. So the pandemic hit, and the guys had enough time to write. Now, the first thing they released is digital only at this exact moment, and it's called Vanilla 66, and it consists of chiefly instrumental tracks that are all sort of played as themes to non-existent movies of the 1960s. And it's really fun. It's really clever. And between you and me, it's coming out on CD in May of 2022. But I'm not supposed to tell you that. I think the band wants to keep that a secret. And the second album they released is called Sideshow. You got it. Bunch of holy shit moments. I know it's bad for me to compare bands to XTC, but it's not really the sound, it's more the cleverness. It's more the cool little chord changes. They're unique, and that's what really makes Vanilla a great band. But like I said, add anything to their sound and it's going to be so much better, and they continue to do that. So Sideshow is the latest CD, came out this year, 2022, and there's that other CD that's just around the corner, but I'm not supposed to talk about that yet. But I definitely want you all to check this band out. In fact, I have made a medley, and I want you to hear this band. And it's not going to be very long. It's just going to feature a few snippets from each album. But I want you to hear what this band sounds like, and I would love for you to investigate them. So here is that Vanilla medley, and I'll see you on the other side.
Valentine, why should it matter that I'm drunk and weak of bladder? Why does that illicit laughter, dear? I know the party's over, but I wanna stay. I can't stand it, I can hold my cabernet.
I'm sorry that we fight. I try with all my might. Sorry's just a word, and words can never make it right.
Anyway, that's it. I really hope that you appreciate this episode. I hope it encourages you to check out the band Vanilla. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe to ring that bell for future notifications. Leave a comment below. And until the next time, remember me. I'm Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie.